25 days of Christmas. Hey sweet cupcakes, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making these Mickey Mouse snowflake iridescent ornaments. They are so beautiful. This video does not do this justice. They're so sparkly and glittery and just so beautiful in person. I hope you guys really do try this out, and let's get started. So I have some styrofoam balls. I have two sizes. This is the big one for the head and small ones for the ears. This is the kind of styrofoam that has holes all over it, and I picked this because it already looks like snow and it already kind of shines and glitters in its own way, so I thought these are perfect. So I'm taking these small balls, and with an X-Acto knife I am just cutting out a little bit from the bottom, just so that when I place it on the ears they sit nice and well, and they just have a more perfect fit. Then I'm taking my hot glue gun and I'm just putting a small bit onto the ears, and I applied that to the head. Now the hot and heat of the hot glue is going to melt the styrofoam a little bit, but it's not really that much, so it shouldn't be a problem or an issue. You want to hold the ears on the head until the glue cools down so that they don't move. Then I'm taking some wire, and this is for the little hanging part of the ornament. You can use a thicker wire than this. This is floral wire, but this is all I had on hand, so this is what I'm using. You can also purchase some special wire for ornaments. I know that they sell those as well, especially around this time of year. But I just doubled mine up and I folded it over like 5 times and created a loop. So I'm just going to take the wire and poke a hole right through the middle of the ears so that our ornament hangs nice and balanced. And then I'm taking my hot glue gun and just placing a little dot right where I created the hole, and then I'm just sticking the wire back in just to secure it. Then we are going to go ahead and start with the fun part, which is the glitter. I am taking some Mod Podge, and this is just the regular gloss kind, and here I have some iridescent glitter. And again, the camera does not do it justice. For some reason it just doesn't pick up how shiny and glittery this is, but it is super glittery. So to add the sparkle, I'm just taking a brush. Now you want to use a brush every time you use glue, and you're using a brush. You want to use a brush that you don't care about, or that you don't care about ruining, because even if you do wash the brush every single time you use it after using glue, it's still going to get ruined and gunky and just gross. So just use something that you don't really care about, something cheap. I buy a whole pack of these from Michael's, and they're super inexpensive, and I just use them for glue, and it doesn't really matter if they get ruined or gunky, or sometimes I actually forget to wash my glue brushes, so I just throw them out. It doesn't really matter because they weren't that expensive to begin with. So I'm just going to go ahead and dip that into the Mod Podge, and then I'm just sprinkling my glitter right on top. Now I do have a piece of printing paper on the bottom, and this is just going to make it easier for me to pick up the glitter and put it back into the container afterwards. So as you saw, I did the ear as a whole, and then for the head I am just doing it in sections. So I did that off camera, and now I am back and it's all covered in glitter, and I know it's super hard to tell, but I promise it's all covered in that fine glitter. You can see it more as I hold it, but yeah, it just looks so beautiful in person. So now I'm going to put on some more glitter, and this glitter is chunky glitter, and it's by Recollections, and you can see how big the little I'm just going to call them sprinkles, how big the sprinkles are. I tried to use it with Mod Podge first, but I didn't want to waste time on it drying because when you use Mod Podge, it's just, you know, white glue, so you have to wait for it to dry, and that's what I did when I did the fine glitter all over. You have to wait for that to fully dry, and that takes about an hour or so. Not too long, but I kind of can get impatient a little bit, so I did it with Mod Podge first, and that worked, but then I tried it with hot glue like you saw me do there, and I applied it with my fingers, and you do want to be careful because it does get hot. If you don't want to use your fingers, then you could just put the hot glue on and then just roll the ornament into the glitter, and that works as well. You do have to work a little bit fast because the hot glue tends to cool down and harden semi-quickly, so yeah, but Mod Podge would work as well. You just have to wait for that to dry. So this is what it looks like. It already looks so beautiful. The trick to this is using layers. The trick to anything, actually, I would say anyways, is to do layers. It looks more complex, it looks more dimensional, and yeah. So here I have some snowflakes, and they are buttons. I found these at Michael's. You can, you know, if you find something similar, that will work as well. And since we want this whole ornament to be super sparkly and glittery, I'm going to go ahead and coat these snowflakes in sparkle as well. So I'm just using that brush and just dotting these snowflakes with the Mod Podge, and this goes by really fast. You can do a lot of snowflakes at once. So just lay them down on that printing paper and then just basically buried the snowflakes in glitter. Now around this time I was about to go to sleep, so I actually let these dry overnight. You don't need to let these dry so long. It probably would only take about 30 minutes to an hour, I would say. And if you want them to dry faster, you can, like, I don't know, zap them with like a hair dryer on a cool setting or something. Of course, you don't want to, if you are going to use a blow dryer or something, you want to take them out of all this glitter first, or else you're going to have glitter everywhere. But this is what they look like. And again, I'm so sorry. I'm going to apologize throughout this video because the glitter is so white that it's kind of hard to see how much it shimmers and shines. And I tried to use my camera light, as you could see, to show you guys, but it just made it worse. So anyways, I just applied these to my ornament with some hot glue and kind of just placed them wherever I felt like I wanted to. And this is the finished ornament. So I hope you guys like this, and I hope that you definitely try these out. I just love them so much. They're so sparkly and just winter wonderlandish, and I just love the iridescent glitters. It just looks so beautiful. So here is a surprise giveaway. I actually made I made 6 of these ornaments. I made 3 big ones like this and 3 small ones. And if any of you guys want the whole set of the ornaments that I made, which is again 6 overall, then leave a comment down below describing to me what your favorite ornament is that you have at home. It could be an old ornament that you put on your tree every year, or it could be a new one. Just describe it in the comments. It doesn't have to be a long description, but yeah, and then I'll choose someone randomly and I'll send you guys the ornaments. So I hope you guys have a great night or day whenever you are watching this. I love you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Bye!